check on Franco.
Wait, hang on a second, Elizabeth. Let him work the room for a minute.
That's not really his forte.
Well, I just want to have a little chat with you.
About...
What are your intentions for my son?
What are my intentions?
Well, you guys have just moved in together. That's a big deal in my book.
Yeah, mine too. Everything I do is to provide stability for my kids. I would not invite someone into my home if I didn't think he'd be here for the long haul.
Well, I'm glad that you've given it a lot of thought. I'm not so sure that he has.
Your son happens to love my boys.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. It's just that my son can be very impulsive. Sometimes he doesn't consider the consequences of his actions.
Are we still talking about Franco moving in with me?
What else would we be talking about?
I know that you've always tried to protect me, but I really need to know.
Oh, sweetie, think about it. Why upset the apple cart? Look at the life you've built for yourself. You're making art again. You're sharing your gift with the world. And more than that, you're in love with a wonderful woman. For the first time in your life, you have a family of your own. Why go borrowing trouble?
Hello. Hi. What'd I miss? Sorry, am I interrupting?
Not at all. We were just discussing how happy you and your children have made Bobby.
Well, he has made us very happy too.
I'm glad to hear it. I have to admit, I was a little worried since you had children.
Oh, no, he's great with my boys.
Still, I can imagine it was a fairly big adjustment, and not just for them.
Well, who else?
Well, the boy's father. Has he been understanding?
You know what? Let's go look at some art. You want to?
You know, the situation is a little complicated, and we did have some difficulty with my middle son, Jake's father, but I think Jason is starting to accept Franco.
I'm sorry, did you say Jason? Not Jason Morgan.
Yes, Jason Morgan.
You're raising Jason's son?
Not raising Jake. Jason is still his father.
He would never try to replace him. Jake is very lucky to have more than a few adults in his life who love him, including Franco. They have a great relationship.
And Jason has no problem with that?
Obviously, Jason and Franco have a history, but they've learned to coexist for Jake's sake.
It sounds like there could still be problems.
I prefer to think of them as challenges. But if anyone can make it work, it's us, right?
Yeah, right, and we are.
I'm glad to hear it. And I'd love to meet Jake.
Well, we would love to have you over for dinner. How long are you in town?
A little while. I wanted to make sure I could have some quality time with Bobby. Congratulations, son. I've loved seeing you work again, but all this excitement has worn me out. I think I might do best to just call it a night.
You're leaving.
Well, you booked me that lovely room at the Metro Court. Might as well make good use of it. Congratulations. Your show is wonderful. You should be very proud.
I should probably make sure that she gets to that.
Yes.
Okay. Mom, wait. I need to know about the boy in the picture. Is it Jason or not?
I'll tell you, but not here. Trust me, you don't want Elizabeth or anyone else to hear this. Meet me in my hotel room.